Guys, deluded Guna. Now, I know our recruitment of recent years has been a bit so-so, but there was a time scouts actually did their job, and we found a Brazilian-born Croatian international playing in Croatia, Brazilian in Croatia. When do you find these things? Eduardo. Now, today he's 30, he's 34, 35. He should be retiring in a black and white world with 3 FA Cups due to if he was still here. Or if he hit the heights that we thought he could have realistically because of the period we were in, he might as well just ended up at Manchester City like a lot of our players. He had the potential to, I don't want to take it too far. I know Henry's been after Henry's probably Alexis, that's been our best signing. I know you could say Koscielny and players like that, but he could have been up there. I mean, we signed him for what, 7.5 million, and instantly you could see this guy had something. Like, he had the movement, he had a touch, he was instinctive, he could score all sorts of finishes, his stats were good. And it looked like Wenger finally pulled off a trick. Now, when he initially came, he didn't get into the first team side. He had to really wait until Van Persie suffered an injury, I believe. And then he got his run into the side. And I mean, we all remember what happened sadly in 08 with that thug Martin Tyler or whatever in February 2008. Bodied him. Arguably that was our league title gone. I mean, yeah, it was. It took him a year to come back, and I believe he came back against Cardiff, and it is somewhat. He was robbed of a decent career here. He could have been very, very decent. I mean, in his last season for Zagreb, I believe he bagged 34 and 32. First player to bag a hat-trick in what they call the eternal derby, two clashes between two Croatian sides. I don't really know all of that, so I'm not going to go into it, but this could have potentially been one of the bargains of the century and right up Wenger Street with the £7.5 million. Like, the guy was 30, man. He had the record. I mean, Zagreb, 37 goals and 10 assists in 45 appearances. Arsenal, 69, 22 goals, 18 assists, only 6 in the league and 13 assists in the league. It is sad, and a lot of that is because he was obviously injured. Flamengo, 17, I got them all here, guys. 27 appearances, 10 goals, 4 assists. Croatia's national team, 62 appearances, 29 goals. Shakhtar, 175 appearances, 58 goals, 17 assists, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So this shows decent stats for a decent player, and it really, really could have been a player, man. There's so many sick finishes I've seen with this guy, man. Yeah, in his 20 or 22 goals, however many, like, he scored a couple sick ones against Burnley, especially the one when Song found him. Why does Song always assist the bangers and the mad goals? Song, yeah, man, this ain't about Song, so let me move on. He scored a great one against Seville, a couple of good ones against Sheffield United, he's decent ones against Everton and Hammers. The best one, it weren't his best goal, but because I believe we won 2-0, if my memory serves me right. My memory's not that good, despite being that kind of young. I believe it was against City. We won 2 or 3-0. I'm pretty sure it was 2-0. Ball came into him. He controlled it with his chest, and he's like a swivel hip thing, and he kind of half volleyed it into the goal. It weren't a mad goal, but it's just somewhat shows his the instinctive nature he has. That's how I judge strikers. He loved finding the bottom corner. He had excellent technique. He had excellent movement. He could think ahead of play and things like that. The hold-up play was decent despite not being that strong. Shout out to him as well for also diving against Celtic to get us in that Champions League. I have to hail him up for that. He was a player I had a lot of time for, man. A lot of time for, and it's a shame that his time here he couldn't replicate what he really wanted to because of things out of his control. He's actually said he doesn't blame Martin Tyler, whatever the fuck's name is, for the incident. I believe at the time he said he didn't even remember, but due to the pain he must have been in and the leg breaking and then breaking again, you've all seen it. I'm pretty sure he said he didn't remember the tackle at the time, and he didn't remember Tyler, whatever, coming to the hospital to ask for forgiveness, which he did, to credit to him. But like I said, the guy, it was instinctive. He didn't need many touches to put it in the back of the net. He could find the bottom corner. He could score all sorts of goals. He could chip a keeper. He weren't that quick, but he could, like I said, he could think and move. So he had half the chance. He was a good taker of chances. The main thing, like, he really, really even chipped him with a few headers. Like, this guy really could have been a fan favourite for us, and I'm pretty sure we still hold him in high regards. I mean, if you remember, he scored against Wenger was scouting him, and the icing on top of the cake must have been when he scored against us for Zagreb, I believe, at the Emirates, the first European goal at the Emirates. Then when he scored for Shakhtar, I believe, forgive me if I'm wrong, it was either Shakhtar or Zagreb. I'm pretty sure it was Shakhtar. He scored and we clapped him. We hold him in high regards, man. We love the guy, but he just could have been someone really good. Like I said, if the injury never happened, and he went and he went that way, and he could replicate his form and show the Prem what he could do, he probably would have ended up at City or somewhere else because of the time period we're in, selling players and things of that nature, and just letting players get rid. Or he could have been that guy. Like, he could have been that guy. He really could have been a player. But everything happens for a reason, I guess, as cruel as they can be. Yeah, man. That's all there is to say upon that. To be honest with you, he didn't last long here. It's because of the injury. Yeah, it's a sad one, man. Let's just go on that note, guys. Deludiguno, I'm signing out. Subscribe, like the vid, and Golo Kante, the Hood Sky Sports, Mr. Sauce on Spill. Word to K Trap is out.